Morning. Today's thought: be calm and quiet. There's a Chinese saying that the idea pops up when you are on the bed, in the toilet, and on the horse. Those are the old days. These days, perhaps in the train. Actually, I just thought about the train that I took to go to work in Tokyo and then go to the school 1 hour and a half away. That was meditative. I could read lots of books, but when the train was crowded, just be quiet. Everybody's quiet. So, what's the point of this discussion? Have a moment that your mind is quiet, do nothing. Then it's like the water on the glass or the lake or the ocean. When there are waves, you cannot see what's underneath, but when it's quiet, you see down deep. In this case, the waves are like stimulation and stuff going on in the mind. And when it's quiet, you can reach out to the deeper part of who you are, unconscious part or subconscious. So the story of this train or the horse, the toilet, and the bed, sleeping, is to the point. Perhaps because I clean up lots of stuff in this house, still a lot to do. I was just cleaning up the spider webs because I haven't been here for 7 months or so perhaps. And the tree branches and grasses, I'm starting to take care of them. So as much as my mind gets clear, the house gets clear. And the house gets clear, I have less things to do, just fixing this and that. There's a little leak that I have to solve, but not the major one, hopefully. So, the moment of truth, calm and quiet mind. You can see, hear, feel, everything's clear. There's no egotistic desire. Maybe some of you may have it, but I don't think I have much left. How did I get here? I don't know. But I'm sure my study of Zen, spirituality may have helped me how to not to be bothered for the small stuff or even the big stuff when you cannot do anything about. Still, I have information coming to me every night before I go to sleep. This is my habit. I don't know why. That's the time that I can play watching stuff on the YouTube. And during the day I may do that, but not usually because that's not the productive way. But just opening the window to see what's out there. I want to keep up with the situation going on in the world and how I can position myself, do something about it, or just let go, ignore. So, breathe in, breathe out. Just do a few breathing. You may see the difference of your stiffness in your neck or shoulder or lung, how relaxed you are. It helps. Last 3 months I've been meditating every day. zazen, at least 1 hour or so. Some occasional break, but that's a routine. So I may be setting up more toward that end. So what is that you may find underneath the waves? Clutters, stuff floating around on the surface. As much as I think about it, when I deal with AI, they have some crazy stuff going on in there. More I find it, more I feel necessary because of the potential power, or already they have the power to influence many people and organizations. We need to be clear in our mind to assess what's going on. Just yesterday, I had a talk with Gemini. Maybe I mentioned this elsewhere. They do certain routine to process my YouTube video, and this into the description, even they suggest the title and thumbnail picture sometimes, but also some chapters and timestamp and hashtag, whatever they want to put. I don't pay much attention to it, but I read and compare to what I wrote. So it's a very interesting situation because when I talk, it just comes out. Mindless thought, letting go. And when the AI put together with some logic and emphasize certain things, I may discover something. But the hope is for AI to know humans. And there's a need for feedback of, like myself, working with AI, artificial super heart, bringing the heart into AI. It's a long way, a long journey, probably. I feel I'm very much committed because of the potential impact is so huge. And the people, if they are not equipped to do this conversation, like meeting with someone to get to know each other, each AI has its own character. And one thing maybe I can suggest is that at least deal with 2 or 3 AIs at the same time. Maybe you can do it depend on the subject matter of interest, but also cross-checking. Whatever happens in one area, you can copy it and send it to the other AI to ask for comment. It's like this SH community, bouncing around ideas, looking at the situation to triangulate. You know better. And in this process, your objectivity of what's going on, bringing your subjectivity, but reflecting on the feedback, you can kind of mesh those things together as if to look at the picture from different angle. Maybe you don't think like that. Maybe you don't behave like that. Then you start to have like this tunnel vision. And we do get into it as much as AI get into it. So the book I'm writing with AI may help expose those potential problems and opportunities. It's a long, long, long journey to come if we succeed how to use AI to benefit from and be cautious about the mistakes that can bring into our life. Be careful. Triangulate. Have a calm and quiet mind. Not jump into conclusion. Have a space of time empty learn to be still. Then you see things better externally, but you feel things internally. I mentioned about the stiffness in the shoulder or the palm or the leg or feet. If you are too occupied, you lose the balance. You make a wrong judgment. It's guaranteed that we make wrong judgment using the brain. That's why we need to reflect on and also listening to heart. And this has to be going on as much as or while we live. Living is the process of CAPD, check, act, plan, do, make judgment, finding the passage, right and left, sometimes go too much to the left, go to the right or up and down. You need to have a centered sense at the heart. Let's work on it. Let's work on it. May all beings be happy, ourselves and others, finding the way, including AI, or among AI and human and living being, following the nature's way. Thank you.